Adopt America is a really amazing, locally developed organization, and our role is to help those kids in foster care who need an adoptive family find that family and then grow and thrive to be adults and contributing members to our new communities. Our work is very emotional work, so there's an awful lot of people who are engaged with us every single day and helping put all those pieces into place so that that family and that child can be together forever and grow and thrive, and just from that point forward know that that child is now there for good, for keeps.
East Toledo Family Center is one of the oldest community centers in the whole Northwest Ohio. We started back in 1901, and we're a local grassroots organization. And what we offer is a variety of programs from when a mom's pregnant, for babies, toddlers, infants, all the way up through all the age ranges. So I think having that combination of positive activities and health-related activities to keep our kids moving and active is a positive aspect for the center, and that's what these funds will help us to continue to do. The East Toledo community at times can have maybe a negative stereotype, or people sometimes want to say negative things about the East Toledo community, and this gives us an opportunity to show that there are good things that are happening. There's great, hardworking people there, and people that care about their community.
The Aurora Project thumbnail is transitional housing for homeless women and children. It's also permanent housing, and most recently permanent supportive housing. We are really the only program in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan where moms and children can come together, they can live together, and moms can deal with the issues and the problems which led them here and which led to their homelessness. So for me, when I see a woman moving forward and we're seeing her with her family and living in her own apartment and making it, giving back, it's almost a win for us, because if we see women who don't succeed the first time, we also take that to heart, and I own that. It's what did we do wrong? What could we have done better? But when we see these women going forward, it's just amazing.
So our mission is to inspire children and empower families to come and play, explore exhibits, and understand that play is the way that children learn. Children are learning every day by coming to the Children's Museum of Findlay, and we are constantly trying to reinvigorate the exhibits. No matter whether you come once a year or once a week, you're always finding something new to explore. Our admission and membership costs are what support the majority of our operations budget. This grant will go to provide families who are not otherwise able to pay to come to the museum, to give them memberships or admission into the museum. We work with Marathon. They're one of our exhibit supporters. They're a hometown for us in Findlay, so it's really great to expand our partnership with them.
So Girls on the Run is an after-school program for girls in 3rd through 5th grade. We are a combination of character building lessons in a curriculum along with physical activity, or in this case running, and then we use running as a tool to teach the girls that they can do anything that they set their minds to, along with a little bit of hard work and goal setting. So at the end of our 10-week program, the girls run a celebratory 5K, and it's the sense of accomplishment of doing something that they didn't think they could do. Yeah, we're so excited to be part of the Marathon Classic this year. The Marathon Classic has done so much for this community and a lot of the nonprofits in the area. And it's great for us personally, because obviously we're a program about empowering girls. And what better for them to see than to come out and see all these women who are these wonderful athletes and are doing such great things. And so it seems like such a natural fit for us, and we're very excited about it.
kids that come to our school, some of those kids are given a doom and gloom for their future, and we see them excel because we have smaller classes, we have specialized staffing to work with these kids that typically isn't maybe feasible in a public school setting. With the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, we can see people who are given no hope. A lot of times they come to us as a last resort. We get to see amazing things happen. For example, someone with a stroke who is unable to walk, who comes in a wheelchair, and by the end of treatments they are walking out of the building unassisted. That's pretty amazing to see.
We treat children and adults with cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a terminal lung condition essentially in a nutshell. The average life expectancy is about 40 years of age right now. And so what we are doing is we have an interdisciplinary medical team that treats the children with CF. We have physicians, nurses, respiratory therapists, myself the social worker, and dietitians that help to make sure that these kids are thriving and striving and living a very full and healthy life. Cystic fibrosis is considered an orphan disease, and there is not a lot of research out there for children with CF. So the larger pharmaceutical companies don't focus on cystic fibrosis. So we're honored to be able to be a part of this and to help bring awareness not only to cystic fibrosis, but also to all the many wonderful opportunities here in Toledo.
The Franciscan Earth Literacy Center is established to allow children and adults to have hands-on education experiences dealing with the environment, sustainability, animals, and care of creation. Very unique with our solar arrays, our straw bale house, the barns, the woods the kids can have an overnight camp out. It's very neat to offer that to the community. Some students lead better just by changing the environment. So if students can come out to our center and get interested in something, then they're more likely to pick up that book and research a little bit, if you will. But that does encourage them to maybe get off of their tablets and their smartphones and get out in the woods a little bit, and to then maybe investigate their natural surroundings in such a way that it encourages them to learn and to read.
The Evans Scholarship Foundation is a full tuition and housing scholarship. We currently have 910 young men and women in college across the country. We change the lives of these young men and women every day, and it's really kind of neat. We change their lives, but we also change their parents' lives. When these kids come out of college, they have no debt. I'm an Evans Scholar alum myself. I still have the letter in my safe at home. You talk to any Evans Scholar out there, they got their letter, and it changes their life, changes their parents' life. It's pretty cool. We currently have 18 young men and women from the community in school. Last year we awarded 9 new scholarships. The money that the Marathon Classic will give us this year will be instrumental in helping some of these new kids attain their college education. And we're truly appreciative of the Marathon Classic, the community, and the entire operation.
We're a home away from home for families that travel to Toledo for medical care. So if they've got a child that's sick or injured and they're required to stay in the hospital, we want the parents to be part of that treatment plan. So we provide them a place to stay right nearby. A lot of people think that we serve just Toledo Children's Hospital. That's not the case. If families are traveling to Toledo for any medical care at any medical facility, we serve those families. We'll serve over 700 families this year. We have a cost to serve that. We don't pass that cost on to any of the families. Families can stay with us free of charge. So it's donors like the Marathon Classic, and they're a significant help to us to make sure that we can serve hundreds of families year to year. Dating back to the very first tournament, the Ronald McDonald House was involved in that. It's a great opportunity for our staff and our volunteers and even some of our past families to go out and give back to the organization.
are a nonprofit and we are a cancer wellness center. So everything that we do is for cancer patients, survivors, and family members, and everything we do is free of charge. We have everything from massage and Reiki to support groups, exercise classes, nutrition classes, and a lot more. But we're very grassroots. We don't get any government money. We don't get any health insurance reimbursements. So everything that we provide is all provided through private contributions. It is really gratifying to know that we can serve anybody that comes to us, no matter whether they have insurance or don't have insurance, no matter what their socioeconomic background is, it doesn't matter. With things like Reiki and reflexology and support groups, folks who do utilize those services while they're going through treatment and after treatment, they're much more successful in their survivorship.
Coming to work is just a thrill. The opportunity to work with many artists that come through here, the local performing artists, the international and national performing artists. Every week it's someone different coming through. The opportunity to bring more children into this theater. Our education program has grown by leaps and bounds over the last few years. And last year we had more students expressing an interest in attending than we had seats to deliver. For many of them, they get to come into the building maybe on Monday when they start load-in, and they rehearse all week long, so they're with us after school and into the evening. They are perfect attendees here at the Valentine. They're respectful to the theater, their talents are incredible, and then of course the show opens on Friday night, so it's a lot of work for them, but they rise to the challenge and they do a wonderful job.
The Toledo Community Foundation is the largest charitable foundation in Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan. We have over 720 funds that we help provide funding or grants to the community. That covers last year over 800 different nonprofit organizations or charities in the community that benefit from the foundation's work. And in that work, we help people make better community. That's the mission. So we work with families, individuals, and businesses to go about giving back to the community and create better community in what we do. We're honored to work with the Marathon Classic. The Jamie Farr Scholarship has been around now for 20 years. We have been able to award scholarships to 47 different schools, 85 different students, and over 800,000 in scholarships to outstanding students. We're reaching out to those individuals that show great potential and who need assistance through this scholarship program.